Okay, this episode's about another treasure hunt, and I hit another silver dollar. If you can find one, you're going to find the other one. There's two, and because I put notes in there related to distances and directions and stuff. So you certainly want a compass or a GPS or something like that. You know, handheld GPS would be good, or even a compass. And I put like distances and all that kind of stuff. So if you can find the one silver dollar is what's called a peace dollar. Okay. And the other silver dollar is what's called a silver eagle. So, boy, there's some nice, beautiful plants out here. The other one's a silver eagle, and they're 99.9% pure silver, 1 ounce. And with the premium, over, you know, what silver usually goes for. Let's see, it's July 2022. They could command about, I think, around 40 with shipping, $40. So there's two silver dollars, not too far apart. Actually, 110 paces apart. And direction from one to the other is either, depends on which one you find, it's either going to be a 200-degree direction from where you find the one silver dollar to the other at 110 paces. And if you found the other one, then it's 180 degrees difference, so it would be 20 degrees. So the first video I put out, I went into the particulars so you could find the one silver dollar. And if you can find the one silver dollar, then just, either you're going 200 degrees or 20 degrees, depending on which one you find. But check out my YouTube channel. I've hidden silver dollars in different national forests out here in Arizona. And, on my travels, I'm probably going to be hiding some in New Mexico. I like to go to New Mexico each summer. So I'm going to hide some more. I'm giving clues, which are, it's pretty easy if you put your mind to it. I mean, it's compared to other treasure hunts I've seen, it's like, oh my gosh, it's like so complicated. Like that Forrest Fenn treasure, I spent like a few years trying to figure it out, his poem and stuff, and I still couldn't figure it out. I thought he hid it in New Mexico, and it wound up a guy found it. It was like $2 million worth of gold from the eccentric Forrest Fenn from Santa Fe. And the guy came out and said he did find it in Montana, which, believe it or not, was the very first place I was thinking about going before I started the treasure hunt. And then I said, I got swayed by different people's comments and stuff. Half the people were looking in New Mexico, and I should have just went with my instinct. Which my initial instinct was Montana, Yellowstone area, because he wrote about it in his book a lot, and it was his first love, and I think he wanted it to be his last love, where he hid the $2 million, and it was out there for 10 years before anybody found it. I haven't kept up to date on it. The guy that found it, I think he said he was going to sell the whole treasure chest, 20 pounds of gold, jewelry and coins and all kinds of stuff. maybe at a major auction house. I haven't kept up on it, so I don't know if he's put it up for sale or not. The guy that found it, Jack, I forget his last name too, but he did come out publicly, and there is a video of him, him and Forrest Fenn, you know, looking over the treasure chest and everything. Okay. So anyway, you know, if you look at Eagle Eric, and you go to, when you get into my channel, YouTube channel, you go to playlists on the top, you click that, and there's a bunch of categories. So you're going to be looking under hobbies, sports and hobbies. And that's where I put the clues to 3 little treasures, I call them. You know, they're silver coins, they're worth, you know, 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever. And now I just hit another, like I say, a silver eagle, pretty close to where I hit another silver dollar near Flagstaff in the Coconino. Okay, so if you were in Flagstaff and you headed west on Interstate 40, you got off at the Belmont exit, you'll see a little Forest Service road. I think it's 171, the very first one you come up to after you get off the exit, about a mile down. And then the very first right turn is 222A. So you do need a Forest Service map because it's a FS 222A, and it may or may not come up on your GPS. I would recommend getting the Forest Service maps of Coconino National Park. You go to one of their headquarters, like one in Flagstaff or something, they'll give it to you for free, or you could buy it online. So anyway, I'm camped out here doing some dispersed camping, and you know, I'm camped back over there. In the woods there. Nobody's out here. It's just kind of surprising. Last year there was a lot more people camping, but the Coconino, they got one really badass ranger who's telling people he's going to arrest them and all kinds of things, you know, if they stay more than 14 days. I mean, I've never encountered a ranger like this guy, and I talked to a lot of campers, and they're all saying the same thing. This guy comes in with the bulletproof vest, and he, you know, is acting like Rambo, you know, and he's threatening people or arrest them and they haven't done anything wrong. You know, they might have been there a day or two. You're allowed to camp for 2 weeks, and you got some. I hate to call him an a-hole, but he is. He's a real a-hole. So unfortunately, once in a blue moon, you get a bad apple in the Forest Service, because this is national forest. The rangers have always been nice to me. I've been camping for 60 years, since I was 3 years old. You know, I'm retired now. And this guy was coming up saying I had to take down a clothesline, and he's going to arrest me if I after the 2 weeks. I told him I was going to go to another national forest, and legally you're allowed 2 weeks in one national forest, and then you can go to another national forest. That's legal. And I told him I was going to go to another national forest that was adjacent to the Coconino. He says, if I catch you out there, I'll arrest you. And I mean, I didn't have any argument with the guy or anything. I was like, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. He was just acting gung-ho and just a real dickhead, basically. So just expect that if you're near Flagstaff. There is at least one ranger that's acting like a dickhead. You know, threatening retirees like myself. You know, I'm in my 60s. I have some medical issues, and I was doing nothing wrong. He told me, he pointed out my grill. I said, well, I'm not cooking anything. I know there's fire restrictions. Then he said, okay, you're going to have to take down the clothesline. which I did. I didn't argue with him or anything. This guy was just real nasty, plain and simple, real nasty, in his 30s, and I should have got his badge number and his name. So I called up and made a complaint about him. You don't have to be dealing with that as a senior citizen when you're doing nothing wrong out in the national forest. You're allowed to disperse camp for 2 weeks, and then you're allowed to go to another national forest and disperse camp for another 2 weeks. So anyway, back to the topic. There is, you know, if you're into looking for caches, there's people doing geocaches, and they give you a coordinate, but they put in, you know, nickels and dimes and stuff that nobody wants, you know, kind of thing. You know, it gives you some expertise and using your GPS to try to locate some remote spot. But my clues are very simple. I haven't got into anything complicated, and there's silver dollars out there for you to find. Now this is my third one I've hidden. I haven't buried any. I've hidden them though. Visually, you can't see them, but you know, they're all under, the silver dollars are under just a rock, basically a rock on the ground. And I put in enough clues where you can, you know, find the rock. And you're just gonna lift it up, and the silver dollar is gonna be right there. You don't need a metal detector. You know, you just gotta follow the clues. Real simple. Anyway, like I say, if you take the Bellarmont exit, just west of, about 10 miles west of Flagstaff, you get out in the Coconino. There's a few silver dollars hidden out here. I keep coming back. The one I hid, and I did a video on it 2 years ago. It's still there. And like I say, I gave really good, easy clues. You just have to put in some effort. That's all. You know, it's not like you have to be some technical genius to figure out the clues or anything. I mean, the clues are pretty obvious. So anyway, I put a code in with the coin. So if somebody finds it, just go back to my YouTube channel where I put the video up, and just put in that code so I can end the treasure hunt. You know, for this 1 ounce silver. Okay, and this way nobody else has to keep looking for it. But anyway, the other one is going to lead you to, you know, the 1 silver dollar, the peace dollar, and then from there there's a note in there, and it tells you exactly how to find the other, the silver eagle, which is another ounce of silver. So literally you're going to be finding like a couple ounces of silver. Anyway, hope you like this and the treasure hunt. And this is Eagle Eric in Arizona, signing off.